we will be free. For when the rising tide is turned in every London quarter, Parliament comes crashing down with Robert's Rules of Order.
Alrighty. Okay. Hold on. Gotta get my zen. A question arising out of a committee report on a matter referred to it is
Okay.
A, an original main motion, B, an incidental main motion, C, a motion that brings a question again before the assembly, D, a privileged motion.
Okay, it's not D.
Okay. I wouldn't know this. I knew it wasn't D.
Yeah. What's C?
A motion that brings a question again before the assembly.
I don't think so. Well,
I know, right?
on one hand, if the original question was referred to by the assembly to the committee, that could be true.
Right. It's confusing, isn't it? I wouldn't get this. All three of them are just confusing
Give me A again.
An original main motion.
I don't think so.
B, an incidental main motion. Or C, a motion that brings a question again before the assembly. Now, A and B are mutually exclusive, but
Right.
doesn't mean either of them are, that it isn't one of them, but...
we know it's not A, because that doesn't make any sense. Because if C is possible, A is not. And we know C is possible.
Well, we don't know that. I understand the argument.
Yeah. But if A is possible, then C is not. So I'm going to go with B just because of elimination.
Yeah, it is B, but I never would have known that.
Okay.
What's it incidental to?
What's the citation on that one? I'm not sure what the right answer was either. I'm just going by pure reduction.
I would have guessed the bring back. I really would have guessed the bring
509,
back. Section 51.
20 to 27.
Reports of boards and committees.
Oh, very last sentence. Under B.
Oh, okay.
If it was referred as a subject on which no question was pending, the main question introduced following the report is an incidental main motion. See pages 101 and 102.
That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, let's back this train up a little bit.
I'm so confused.
Okay, let's start at the beginning of the section.
Okay.
Okay. When a board or committee report has been received and the chair has stated the question on the adoption of the motion, resolutions, recommendations, or report, whether the question became pending automatically or the proper motion was made or was assumed by the chair as explained above, the matter is treated as any other main question, is open to debate and amendment, and can have any of the subsidiary motions applied to it. Similarly, if the committee to which the main question was referred has recommended that it be amended or definitely or indefinitely postponed, the motion to take such an action is debatable and, for primary amendment or definitive postponement, amendable under the regular rules for these motions. In the foregoing connection, it should be noted that the consideration of a matter that was referred to a board or committee cannot be objected to when it is reported on, regardless of whether the matter was referred as a pending question or as a subject on which no question was pending. The reason that an objection to consideration of the question can be raised only against an original main motion at the time of its introduction, and the reported matter in no case has this status, since A, if it was referred to as a pending question, was introduced at another time, or B, if it was referred as a subject on which no question was pending. The main question introduced following the report is an incidental main motion.
It's only an incidental main motion, though, if it was referred on a subject on which no question was pending.
Right.
So this is not really correct.
No, it's not worded right.
Because it's not always. It can be something else.
Okay, just for the hell of it, what does 101 and 102 say?
For me, that's 10, 4 through 6. That was really a brain herder. Bad question.
An incidental main motion is a main motion that is incidental to or relates to the business.
Here
of
it
the
talks
assembly.
about, though, the committee. That's why I was saying it started
I see.
there.
I was looking at the beginning of it, yeah. An incidental main motion involving a subject already entered into might be a motion to adopt recommendations in which a committee has prepared upon instruction, not what is that, relating?
Relating.
Okay, there's a hole on my page. To a referred motion, or a motion to ratify action taken at a meeting when no quorum was present. An example of incidental main motion relating to procedure without reference to an item of business would be a motion to take a recess when no business is pending, or a motion to place a special limit on the length of speeches throughout a meeting. In each of the examples I just mentioned, the italicized word adopt, ratify, limit, recess is the parliamentary term that describes the motion.
Still doesn't explain the thing with the committee, though.
In conventions, incidental main motions are not referred to resolutions committee, right? Secondary motions.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
I'm willing to just forget this ever happened.
Yeah. So the answer to that one, they said incidental, but...
Yeah, but it's not always.
Yeah. I mean, a motion that brings a question again before the assembly could be true.
Yeah, that's...
Because if it was a question that was before the
referred,
assembly before, and then
yeah.
referred to committee to address
Yeah.
and brought it back again.
It's-
Example, resolutions committee.
Yeah, that's... no.
Makes perfect sense. We know privilege is wrong.
Yeah.
And if it's a question arising out of a committee report on a matter, like, say, a bylaws amendment, that's a motion technically to reconsider. Right?
Well, it's a motion to amend something previously adopted.
Okay, yeah. But that's not a main motion either, right?
Yeah, no, it's a main
That
motion.
is?
Mhm.
Okay. So it could be an original main motion.
Well, I don't know if it's an original. It might be incidental because it's already adopted. Let's see
Yeah, still check that.
what a motion to amend something previously adopted is. That might be an incidental main motion.
That might tell the tale.
Amend. Blah, 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 blah. C, rescind or amend. God, why don't you just put it in two spots? Rescind or amend something previously adopted. It's an as incidental main motion, it says.
Okay.
But let me...
What page, what does it list?
Section 35 is where it's mostly discussed, so...
Oh, okay, okay.
Let me see. It referred back to section...
Oh, duh.
Where?
The very first sentence in the section.
Right. Yeah, so that is...
Yeah, by means of the motions to rescind or amend something previously
Yeah.
adopted, which are two forms of one incidental main motion.
governed by
Identical
identical...
rules.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
go
those are incidental main motions.
Okay, I think that's probably the best justification for the answer.
Yeah, that says all, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm still willing to forget this ever happened.
Yeah. Whoop.
Favor, let's hear the opposition side. Like a stubborn donkey's bray, all opposed, you say nay. Opposed, opposed, the motion carries anyway.